Boom, ladies and gentlemen, we in that thing. Welcome back to Brews and Q's. I know y'all have missed our adoring faces since Thursday when we did our wonderful podcast. And I am your man, Mr. GQ, live and in color in Frisco, Texas.
I'm your boy DJ Micah B. This one live on location from you because last one I was in Miami.
Yeah, so we live on location. Yeah, I'm in my hotel room. I'm working an event for the military, and I got to go back down the street to this like fancy ass Hyatt Convention Center type thing going on. It's an event for counselors and stuff. But anyway,
Very nice.
Let's get on and popping with these picks. We already made our primetime picks, so if you haven't heard what our primetime picks are, ladies and gentlemen, check out the podcast. One of our best shows, hands down. I've gotten some phenomenal feedback from that from a lot of people. And for those who missed out on our update, we are officially a 5-star podcast as well. So we couldn't have done it without all of you guys, the fans. So we appreciate you guys 10 times over. So let's drop these picks. All right, so coming up on our 12 o'clock slate, we have got the Chargers going head up with the Falcons. 4-3 versus 4-4. Cordell Patterson is active today.
The Falcons won 4 games?
Yeah. But yeah, so Cordell Patterson is active. No Keenan Allen, no Mike Williams. Austin Eckler's a little banged up. And Gerald Everett's pretty much their only other, guy worth of shit. So should be interesting. The game is in Atlanta, and like I said, this is one of those games where the Chargers could fuck around and lose. They lose weird games like the Chiefs. Like the Chiefs losing to the Colts is still the oddest game of the season. And then like the Falcons could fuck around and beat the Chargers today. Like it could just happen. But I'm going to stick with the Chargers though. And because of Austin Eckler, the X factor, that is essentially how I'm going to play that.
There you go. If you got Austin Eckler, put him up in the fantasy league. He's about to get some numbers today.
Absolutely. We have a game that could be a potential upset. We have got the Miami Dolphins going head up against the Chicago Bears. Reason I say it could be a potential upset is because, of course, Justin Fields got an upgraded weapon, and they're slowly but surely, to use old ass phrase from last, kind of unleashing Justin Fields just a little bit. So I'm curious to see how this offense is really going to start looking with the addition of Chase Claypool, now moving Darnell Mooney to the number 2. You've got Montgomery and Khalil Herbert still doing what they do. So this could be also an extremely high-scoring game. Like, there's a lot of potential. But the Bears' run defense is the reason why I'm taking the Miami Dolphins. Raheem Mostert going to run all over these boys, and that is why I'm picking the Miami Dolphins in this game.
I am taking, surprise, surprise, Miami Dolphins.
Hey, we are 2 for 2 on that thing. All right. Dumpster fire game here. The Carolina Panthers going head up against the Cincinnati Bengals. 2-6 versus 4-4. Game is in Cincinnati.
No Jamar Chase.
No Jamar Chase, but you got T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, though. And you still got Joe Mixon. So I'm going to take the Bengals, but it's going to be because of their defense against P.J. Walker.
I'm going to take the Bengals just because I don't think P.J. Walker has his feet under him yet. He's still adjusting to the speed of the NFL game. It just shows the difference between, what is that, the XFL?
Yeah.
Because he was the Houston Roughnecks quarterback, and I love him.
Yeah, for sure. But it is nice to see DJ Moore kind of back into the mix. They're using the shit out of Chuba Hubbard and I always forget the other one. Derrick Henry's back up from last year. I don't know, I'll remember in a minute. But we got a division game coming up next. A battle of the North. Packers versus the Lions.
Bro, this is one of those weird freaking games. Rodgers will fuck around and lose, dog.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift is active today. Amon-Ra St. Brown is active. Josh Reynolds is active. So pretty much the Lions are getting healthy. Alan Lazard is playing today. Sammy Watkins is playing today. So everybody's essentially healthy, but the Packers offense still looks like a stale-ass bag of Fritos.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think Aaron Jones is going to have a good day today. And I also think Jared Goff is still the quarterback of Detroit. So I'm taking the Packers.
First of all, everybody has their best game against the Detroit Lions. They're the worst defense in football. I'm taking the Packers as well.
Aaron Jones is going to have a field day today.
But that's also why I have not dropped Aaron Rodgers off my money league team because, like I said, I'm not giving somebody a free dub. Because I feel like in fantasy, Aaron Rodgers, this will probably be his best game fantasy-wise all year.
It's crazy. That man won MVP last year.
Yeah. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, The next game we got on the slate is the Vegas Raiders. Vegas Raiders versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2-5 versus 2-6. Battle of the number 2 pick because the Texans are still in line for the first pick. So,
and I hope it stays that way. And I'm a Texans fan. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take Jacksonville. I'm gonna take Jacksonville. Yeah, I'm gonna take Jacksonville. I don't know, something about them. I don't know. I don't trust the Raiders. I really don't.
I don't trust the Raiders either. And you hear me talk about Derek Carr all the time. He's starting to look more and more like David Carr over the weeks.
100%.
I don't know if they switched places or if the Monstars done stole his talents or what the hell going on.
Somebody stole something.
I think this is the week they're going to get back on track.
Fair enough.
At least with a win, I think Devontae Adams can potentially have a pretty nice day, probably 2 touchdowns against Jacksonville. But boy, I hope I'm wrong because I would really love Christian Kirk to ball out for me.
I really want. I need Zay Jones to ball out for me today, but all right. Intriguing matchup alert. We have got the Indianapolis Colts visiting the New England Patriots.
It's not intriguing at all.
It is intriguing because it has division implications for me personally.
Oh, okay.
Because the Jets play the Bills today as well. So Jets lose, Patriots win, Patriots move into that number 2 spot in the division, potentially.
It used to be number 2 before the season. Just remember that. So
they'll be in a tie with Miami because Miami is still 5-3 as well. Unless Miami loses to the Bears today, then all of a sudden it can become the Patriots outright. But I do not trust anything the Colts are doing right now. I don't. I like Sam Ehlinger. I like what he did at UT. Jonathan Taylor is currently still, I guess, trying to get his feet wet, I guess. Their current saving grace is like Paris Campbell and Pittman. But I'm taking the Patriots defense as the X factor of why they're going to win this game today.
Surprise, surprise. When you have a season worth of tape now and teams can actually game plan to know what the hell you're going to do, it's going to be harder for you to run. That's all that's going on with Jonathan Taylor. They're stacking the box on his ass.
Well, when you have a quarterback who can't really,
I'm not taking the Colts. I can tell you that much. They're going to lose.
Yeah, no, I didn't think you were taking the Colts. I was not concerned about that one bit. Speaking of division games, all right, so we have got the Bills and the Jets. This game might turn out to be closer than people think. Simply because I looked at we sometimes look at our advanced analytics.
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner is currently the number 1 cornerback in the NFL. As far as receptions given up, yards given up, touchdowns given up, pass deflections given up. He's going to be on Stephon Diggs today. So that matchup between Sauce Gardner and Stephon Diggs will be huge. And I'm glad that is the matchup because that means Gabriel Davis for me should eat. So.
And I'm going to take the Bills because Gabriel Davis is going to have a career day, bro. He's going to have 2 touchdowns on their ass and probably close to 175, bro. Yeah. I swear.
So I'm taking the Bills in a close game because I do think, as much as I don't want to admit this, I do like the direction the Jets are going. I'm not going to knock them for that. I think they are progressing forward. Our division is definitely not trash, unlike a lot of other divisions in this league. Yeah. We ain't gonna talk about Thursday night. It already happened. Speaking of the Houston teams, I apologize. Shout out to the Houston Astros for pulling out that World Series.
Bam!
Kudos to y'all for doing that.
B-Dub showing out, boy.
And, man, look, we were showing out last night too. Also, upset alert: Alabama lost their 2nd game of the season, so their college football playoff hopes are probably done. Probably, maybe. We'll see. It'll be interesting.
There's no problem. They're going to – I haven't even checked the rankings. I'm pretty sure they dropped down to like 7 or 8. They'll be in a bowl game. But they won't be in the college football playoff.
Yeah. And with Tennessee losing yesterday, I think they'll drop to 5 right outside the top 4.
Whoa. Who did Tennessee lose to?
Georgia.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's why I said they'll drop to 5. Just because I don't think they deserve to drop. Yeah, they'll be fine. They can just win out. They can win the SEC. I think they're in the East, SEC East, and they'll be fine.
It's so weird to see Tennessee back up top after so many years.
Yeah. Let's look at. Oh, okay. We got the Vikings visiting the Commanders, and your boy Kim Kirk is playing in the 12 o'clock slate. So you know what that means for the two of us.
Yeah, but he playing with Taylor Heineke, dog. Hold up, wait a minute.
Oh well, I'm taking the Vikings. You may not be, but I am taking the Vikings.
Man, you know I'm taking the Vikings. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if this is a close game.
Oh, I'm not gonna be surprised.
They just one of the analysis. This how you know. This how I know you know what we're talking about. One of the analysis just said on TV, bruh, this game is really going to be closer than people think because Taylor Heineke is the right quarterback for the Commanders, and they need to stop trying to replace him and build around him. And Kim Kirk about to have a field day against his former team. So
yep. Seahawks visiting the Cardinals, 3 o'clock slate. This one is a toss-up.
A couple of weeks ago, I would have just picked the Seahawks, but with DeAndre Hopkins back, and DeAndre Hopkins balled out in his first game back.
Yeah.
Is Hollywood Brown still out, right?
Yeah, he's still out. This one's actually kind of tough. The game is in Arizona. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. Cardinals win this game, and this is going to be the beginning of, like you said on the pod, this is going to be the beginning of Geno Smith fading out.
Okay, so
that's my take on this one.
What's the Cardinals' record right now?
3-5.
So we already got through the first 8 games. Let's see if this is the switch for the Cardinals now after all these years.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you know anything about the Cardinals,
they start like this. And
right? What's the coach name?
Kingsbury, Cliff Kingsbury.
They do this, and then they go down. Let's see if now after 8 games, for the first time, they can go like this and then shoot up. So I'm going to take the Cardinals. This might be the beginning of them.
We need to see Kyler Murray prove that he was worth the money they paid him. Rams, Buccaneers. Cooper Kupp is healthy for this game. Cam Akers is back. Buccaneers, as far as offensive weapons go, everybody's healthy. They're still having a couple of offensive linemen out, but they are starting to get their defensive players back healthy. So, I don't know. It's another one that's tough. This is probably the hardest game to pick.
These are 2 teams we expected to be fully in first place in their divisions.
This was the NFC Championship game from last year.
Yeah.
And they're both under 500 now.
Yeah. Who's going to be the better receiver between Mike Evans and Cooper Kupp today?
You know what? Give me the Buccaneers in a get-right game. I love Cooper Kupp and I love all these things, but something about this Rams team just strikes me as they might be the best team to miss the playoffs this year.
I'm going to take the Bucs simply because their defense looks lost without Von Miller.
Yes, and
the Rams defense
their pass rush is not as dominant as it once was, and it's showing. Their secondary is what it is. It's there, but it's not what it used to be either.
It sucks for Matt Stafford just because everybody like, well, he's reverting back to the old Detroit line. No, he's not. They're missing their number 2 receiver from the past couple of years because he's gone, and they're missing their number 2 weapon from last postseason running Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah.
And
he's currently being linked to the Giants and the Cowboys.
Is Van Jefferson playing?
Yes. No. I think he's still out.
See, and that's another thing. So that's 4 targets that you're missing.
Yeah. So the only way if the Bucs lose this game is because somehow, some way the offense just sputters, which is not impossible. I think they need to establish the run with Leonard Fournette and then just go to town.
Yeah, they need to get back to play action plays. I don't know what's going on there.
And we already made the Sunday night game pick, which I didn't read into that game as much as I should have, but I didn't realize that Patrick Mahomes has a losing record against the Titans in the regular season. But he's 1-0 against them in the playoffs.
What the hell?
Because the Titans, remember the Titans, one thing about a Mike Vrabel team, like defense plays well. So
Oh, fuck
that's
yeah.
what they chalked it up to. But I currently like what the Chiefs have going. I think the bye week is going to do them very well. Kadarius Toney is playing tonight as well. So I think he could be a game changer. Because
Did we
if
both pick the Chiefs?
yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
So he could open up Kadarius Toney could open up some more things for Mecole Hardman and Juju Smith-Schuster. I think the Titans will do enough to slow down Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I don't know what the Chiefs will do to slow down Derrick Henry. That's what I don't know.
I hope both. I hope that first one you said isn't true, and I hope the second one
I hope it's true because I'm playing against Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and I need him to not go off against him.
I have Clyde. Oh, in the other league. Okay.
I speak money league things here.
I was about to say I got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. The hell are you talking about?
No. I'm playing against money league. I'm playing against him. He also has a Chiefs defense, but that's fine. That doesn't bother me. But I have Patrick Mahomes throwing him the ball, so hopefully it pans itself out. But we have some interesting games coming up. Appreciate you, Miles Sanders, for giving me 15 points on Thursday. It was a great start. So
hey, who do we pick in that Vegas game against Jacksonville? Who did I pick? I picked Vegas, right?
Raiders. Yeah, you picked the Raiders. Yeah, you picked the Raiders, not the Jags. Okay, so we're doubling up on the Jags. Okay.
Yes, because I just got on my Yahoo Fantasy and I didn't realize Darren Waller wasn't playing.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Wow, and I'm happy I got on because I didn't know. Now I gotta
set your lineup. I need to make some last minute lineup. I just need to double check my lineups, but I should be straight for today.
And my backup is on a fucking bye week. Isn't that freaking lovely?
Yeah. So there goes your picks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad that we were able to get that out because we had to kind of speed through this just a little bit, just simply because I have to return to work and I have to be responsible on an adult on Sunday. I can't enjoy the normal brews like everybody else, so I am drinking Celsius. So Celsius, if you ever want to sponsor your boy, hey man, I drink you like people drink Starbucks. So I drink you on the regular. I also get it at our local HEB, by the way, because
everything's better.
Yes, sir. You already know. So tune in. We're going to take a look, see if this is going to be our tipping scale week as far as our primetime picks and our season long goes. Actually, it's not.
It's not because I think we got all the same freaking picks.
We have the exact same picks for this week.
Okay, call out
Chargers, Dolphins, Bengals, Packers, Jags, Pats, Bills, Vikings, Cardinals, Bucks. Those are all of our picks. And we already had the Eagles as well, which we both took the Eagles. That was obvious.
Yeah, well, nobody picking the Texans in that game.
I'm sure there was a 0.1% somewhere that did.
Yeah, it was the 0.1% in America was the Houston Texans fans, and I'm one of them, and I did not pick the Texans.
Right, and then so. I mean, I understand why our picks are the same. These are interesting matchups this week. Like this is a weird week. This I'm curious to see how this is gonna end because this.
You know what? All the controversial teams that we have problems picking just aren't playing, like the Browns.
Yeah, they're on a bye week. We have this week's bye weeks: Browns, Cowboys, Broncos, Giants, Steelers, Niners.
Right. So all the teams that would tip the scale pretty much is on bye weeks.
Yeah, so that kind of works itself out.
Yeah.
So that's
okay.
it. I mean, hey, then we'll see. I mean, I think even our primetime picks, I think, were the same.
I think it was too.
So
who's playing tonight?
Tonight is Chiefs and Titans.
And we both picked the Chiefs?
Yep.
What about Monday?
Ravens, Saints.
And we both picked the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah, see? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
There's really nothing we can do it. We might just have a week where our record stays the same.
Yeah, so. the Cardinals game is probably the only toss-up game out there.
Yeah. Well, no, that one in the Bucks Rams, I think, are both.
Oh, yeah.
Those are both games that could go.
Kansas City's kind of a toss-up too.
Yeah, but not as close as those other two games. Like those other two games, like.
Hey, Malik Willis is playing for Tennessee, right?
No, they have not said if Tannehill is in or out yet. Actually,
Wow.
yeah, they said he's kind of been practicing, so it's like 50-50. So we'll see. I don't know if that actually changes the complexion of the game. Actually, it does. I think if Malik Willis plays, I actually think that further tips the scales in favor of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Personally, but we'll see. But
well, let's wrap this thing up. We finally get to wrap one up.
Yes, we do, 100%. So, ladies and gentlemen, our picks, our locked in, boom, boom, like they do on NFL Network when they do their lineup locks. So, tune in. Looking forward to another great show next week. Getting closer and closer to the season finale. We got some great things coming down the pipe for you. We are about to have our third microphone set up, which means more live in studio people. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am your man, Mr. GQ on a Sunday.
I'm your boy DJ Micah B. You already know.
And we out.